being a child, right? What's the phrase that we like to call each other? Gods, right? We call ourselves gods, right? Let me show you something real quick, because this here is a history book. Because you said it's a white man's book, right, Trey? You said it's a white man's book, right? Hey, bro, I need you to come over here, too. I need you to listen to this, too. All right? Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So God said the things that was written aforetime was written for our learning, right? In school, right? They taught us history, right? But they taught us their history, right? The Bible is our history, bro. Because you said it's a white man's book, right? I'm going to show you that it's not a white man's book, but you got to be patient, right? You can't want to run off and do whatever, because right now you're getting the knowledge that can save your life.
Right.
You understand? Read.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So God said things that were written aforetime was written for our learning. Get that in Psalms. Because I said you're a God, right? You're a God, right? We gods, man. We the best thing walking this earth. But we don't see ourselves as that, right? Listen to what God said about us. Come on.
Book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods.
Hold on. Start at 5.
Verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand.
They know not, neither will they understand, right? Come on.
They walk on in darkness.
Our people walk on in darkness because we don't know who we are, right? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? You've been here for a while, so you know you're an Israelite, right? Because we fit the curses that are written in this Bible, our history book. Things that were written aforetime was written for our learning. Come on.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Everything on this earth is out of course, bro. We guys, so we're supposed to be on top, right? Well, where are we at now? We're on the bottom of society, right?
Right.
We're on the bottom. We got the worst living conditions, the worst school educations, the worst of everything. The whole earth is out of course. Come on.
I have said, ye are gods.
You said what?
I have said, ye are gods.
You got to see yourself as a God.
Right.
You got to see yourself as a God. But the thing is, we don't move like gods do. God set examples. You got 8 kids, right? How many boys you got? 4 boys and 4 girls. What has this world done to our boys? Taught them to be hitters. You know what I'm saying? Gangbangers. That's what this world teaches, right? What does the world teach our daughters? Who they following? Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Sexy Red, Glorilla. Our daughters are following these girls that ain't teaching them nothing righteous, right? So what type of man are they going to look for? What type of man do you want your daughters to look for? Think about this. Who's the first man your daughters love? You. So you got to be that example of the type of man they're supposed to look for. Read it again.
I have said, ye are gods.
You are a God. Black man, Hispanic man, you are gods on earth. Come on.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
He said, all of you are children of the Most High. You said you don't believe in this book because you think it's a white man's book. He said, you are the child of the Most High. Do you know black people can make white people, right? No. Black people can make white kids. White people can't make black kids, though.
Right.
I'm saying that to show you that black people's the first people on the earth. Right? So if black people was the first people on the earth, and this book is the beginning of time, who you think wrote it? A black man. God is black. You said Christ black, right? It gives you a depiction in here. It describes him in here as a black man. So if this Bible says Jesus is black, how's it a white man's book? No. How's it a white man's book? Read.
But ye shall die like men. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men.
But God said we're going to die like men. If we gods, we should be immortal, right? When you watch all the TV shows about these guys walking the earth and doing this and that, they immortal, right? They can't be killed. But God said we're going to die like men. Why is that? We choose the way of men. We choose the way of these people right here. We choose to follow this white man and all his ways and not follow the true God of this Bible. Right. So we're going to die like men because we're following their ways, right? Go to Genesis. Give me Genesis 1:26. We're going to go to the beginning. I'm going to show you that it's not a white man's book, my brother. And my brother was up and saying, this is where you need to be. If you truly want to learn how to be a man, how to change the conditions of our community, and how to raise your children right, bro, this is where you need to be. Come on.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image.
So God said, let us make man in our image. It's going back to we are gods. If we're the son of the living God, then we gods, right? He said, let us make man in our image.
After our likeness.
After his likeness.
And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth.
That goes into us being in the rulership. We was put on this earth to rule it.
Right.
But we're not going to do it because we refuse to follow our God, our fathers. Right. You got 8 kids. They got to follow your rules, right? What happens if they don't follow your rules? You punish them, right? What you think this is? What you think this is? This is God whooping our ass. This is our punishment for not listening to him. This is our punishment for saying, I'd rather be a man than a God. No. Genesis 2 and 7. So he said, let us make man in our image, right? Come on.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 7. And the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
So he formed man out of the dust of the ground. What color is the dust on the ground? Brown. It's brown. Would the white man put this in the book? The first man, he said, is brown. So is this a white man's book? The thing is, we've been taught by white people. Even our pastors at our churches have been taught by white people. So you think they're going to tell us that we gods on earth? We already better than them at everything. Right. Deuteronomy 7:6. We already better than them at everything, right? We stronger. We more talented. We rule and we just the best at anything we put our hands to. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Man, that probably went over your head, man. Did it go over your head? What's your name? Glenn? Glenn and Trey. Did that go over your head? Or did you hear what it said? You didn't hear what it said? You heard what it said, Trey? Read it again.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So remember, God said, let us make man in our image. Now he said that you are holy people unto him. Meaning you special, you different, you separate. You know what I'm saying? That's why we better. That's why we faster, we stronger, we sing better, we dance better. We better at every sport we put our hand to. Come on.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
A special people unto himself. Like, sometimes we got our favorite pair of shoes, right? We got our favorite pair of shoes, and we treat them shoes different than we do the other ones, right? We take them things off, you gotta dust them up, clean them up, put them back in the box, make sure they don't get dirty. God said, we are special to him. That's why he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to make us different from the rest of the people. He didn't give all of them to everybody else. All right, read that.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So he said we are above all people that are on the face of the earth, right? When I say we the best at everything, the most talented, listen to this. Look at some of the things that we invented. Black man, Hispanic man, God's chosen people. We invented these things, come on.
Black inventors. The product. Air conditioning unit. Frederick M. Jones.
Air conditioner. If we had air conditioners, we burn up in some of our houses. Be hot as hell in the crib, don't it? Come on.
The auto cutoff switch. Granville T. Woods. Auto fishing device. George Cook. Baby buggy. William H. Richardson. Biscuit cutter. Alex P. Ashbourne.
And we love us some biscuits and gravy, don't we? Straight up, hey, listen, man. We are the most talented people on this earth. The greatest thing that's ever been made, man. That's why you think everybody do what we do. Even the crazy stuff we do, people follow, right? Black man sagging his pants down to his damn ankles. Now the whole world sagging their pants. Right. Come on.
Blood plasma bag. Charles Drew. Clothes dryer. George T. Sampson. Curtain rod, Samuel R. Scorcher. Doorknob, Osborne Dorsey.
So these are things that black people invented. But we don't know these things, right? Because, bruh, we've been destroyed mentally as people, right? Give me 90, Psalms 94:16. Psalms 94:16. Because we as men, right, of the community, we got to stand up. Trey, you got to stand up, bruh. You got to stand up. Use the number and come build, bruh. It's time. Read that.
Psalm chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
You hear that? You hear that, Glenn? Pay attention, Glenn. Come on.
Unless the Lord had, who will rise up for me against the who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
So God said, who will rise up for him? You ready to rise up for him, bro? You ready to stand up and come change your community? Because that's what we're trying to do. And we need the black man, right? Because the black man is going to lead the path. Once the black man get in order, when we read earlier, the whole world is out of course. When the black man get his mind right and get in order, the women going to follow. The children going to follow. Then we're going to take back this land. You understand? Read.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
So we come out here to stand up against the workers of iniquity, right? Because our city is full of sin, full of hatred, full of all the wickedness that we can imagine in our minds. We do, right? That's what we do. So God is saying, read it again.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
You ready to rise up, bro? You ready to rise up? Is that your girl or is that your wife? That's your sister? Okay, all praise. Is you ready? You don't smoke with her, do you? You battling cigarettes? Marijuana? Just cigarettes? You know, what do they say on the pack of the cigarettes? What do they say?
What's her name? Deshaun right here. She knows she Israelite.
Say it causes cancer, right?
Yeah, my name is a gift from God.
What's your name?
Deshaun.
Deshaun?
Deshaun is gift from God. I'm the gift from God. That's how I feel.
Okay, you a gift from God?
Yes.
All right, hey sis.
I don't.
You know you Israel, right?
Yes.
How long you been knowing?
For a while now.
For a while now. What's holding you back from congregating?
Nothing.
Because my man right here, you ready to congregate, right? You know our doors open, what time the doors open? 2? 1 o'clock?
1
You ready
o'clock.
to congregate? You ready to congregate today? Ain't nothing stopping you. Hey sis, come over here. Ain't nothing stopping you to congregate today. Show God that you're ready to put that work in. You know what I'm saying? Read that. Oh no, I want to deal with this sister right here. Deuteronomy. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
I don't like.
Hey, sis.
I'm not gonna be on the camera.
Hey, sis, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So you said you know you're Israel. Are you keeping this law, statute, and commandments?
Right now, I feel like God's working on me in different ways all the time. So it's like, but I do have to go.
Let me ask you a question. You got that thing on your head. What's that for?
Contact information, I can take it.
What's that on your head for?
It's my birthday tomorrow.
So what's that on your head for?
To celebrate my birthday.
Who taught you to celebrate birthday?
I mean, it's just something to do. It's just something. Well, if you wanna, we could rap, but I have to go. Got.
Come here. I want to show you something real quick. Because we,
Well, you got
in the Bible right here, we was never taught to celebrate birthdays.
I hear you. I understand that we do a lot of things that we're not supposed to do, but that's where God's working me on. Like, the problem is, like, I feel like y'all will. I don't know.
I said.
Everybody walk a life with
No, we walk the life, thus saith the Lord.
Yeah.
That's what we supposed to be doing as a people.
You're supposed
Read
to
that.
do it, but
The book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
So sis, do you trust in the Lord with all your heart?
But doing everything at one time is like,
No, it's a process. It's a work in process. But you have to start. If you know we're not supposed to be doing something, then you don't do it, right?
That I was doing a year ago, that I do now, that I don't do now. And that's where I feel like, you know, saying it's levels. One day I will be.
Tomorrow not promised.
Hey sis.
But I know
Hey sis.
my heart.
Hey sis. Right now we're supposed to be getting ourselves together.
Exactly, and I do every day. I'm not the same person I was a year ago.
142.19.
I don't drink.
159.
I don't do
Hey, I can't hear you, sis. Come talk to me over here.
Make haste.
Don't worry about that camera.
I don't do cameras.
Hey sis, you know, give me Deuteronomy 20:25.
Bring it out!
Give me Deuteronomy 20:25. You know what? Because the problem is, our people have stiff necks.
Right.
Stiff necks. They say they love God. They say they want to change, but they refuse to hear the word of God. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Hey sis, the woman shall not wear that which pertains unto a man. You showing all your little shapes, your little curves, your little skin. That's in the midst of sin. You ain't trying to change.
Right.
You don't want to fix yourself. You want to walk around here and do what these heathens do. We ain't about that over here. We're about changing. We're about fixing our community, not destroying it.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.